Dungeons and Dragons.
And junk drawer. I didn't do it.
What's up, nerds?
I didn't do it.
What didn't happen?
I don't know. I didn't do it, though.
Oh, you plead the fifth. Got it.
Yeah.
Only innocent people do that.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it, because I want to seem innocent. I mean,
What's
because
up,
I am
guys?
innocent.
Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. We are back this week with the usual suspects. Up first tonight, we have Dice Daddy himself. Justin, what you got?
God damn it. Hey guys,
Oh, gee,
I
damn.
have a few shout outs. First and foremost, Roll20. Go check it out. They're a really great, awesome digital platform. I use it. Why don't you use it, nerd? I'd also like to shout out some of these great people that I've bought things from, like Gabriel Picard, Mythic Portal Games, Cavs Lounge, Devin Knight, and of course David Hemingway, the love of my life, but he doesn't know I exist. Lots of lots of really cool stuff. Great resources. Kind of makes game night easier, which I always appreciate as a dungeon master. Also, shout outs to 7-Eleven for having something that I didn't think was only real, but in my dreams. The Tapatio official ramen noodle just there in the wild. And Pat
Wow.
made that same face when I had him take a picture of it with me.
That's true. And I did do that.
That is for prosperity. And Pat, if you could send that to Mike for the Instagram, that'd be great. And also, go vote. Early voting in Florida. You're in Florida. Do it, nerd.
Up next, we have
Josh.
Hello. Well, so I got 3 shout outs. First one is to Ring Lights. What's up, Ring Lights? Wow, look at how pretty I
Fancy.
am.
Wow, you're a ring.
I'm a
Look at
ring
how
and I'm a
pretty I
light.
am.
I'm a ringing light. So shout out to that. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better, my lighting. So all the best people in Junk Drawer, in fact, have ring lights. And if you don't, you're a dirty scrub, and I hate you.
Wow.
My second shout out is to Donovan. As always, I want to give you a big old fuck you. And you know what? I'm just going to leave it on that. Fuck you, you dirty piece of trash. And last but not least, shout out to Legs. That's right, Legs, getting you where you need to go since 1242 when the government invented them. Do not look that up. And back to you, Pat.
Thank you for that. Up next, we have Carlos, the resident healer.
That's me. I mean, I don't have really much of a shout out, so I'm just gonna generally shout out to Wizards of the Coast for creating D&D and helping me escape reality, which kind of sucks right now. So thanks for that, and for Justin creating a great fantasy world to escape into.
It's
Oh.
fine.
Thank you.
Welcome. Back to you, Pat.
Thanks. And last but certainly not least, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the Mike.
Oh, cool. Follow us on Instagram at the Junk Drawer Show. We might actually start posting some content that's actually not something that we're streaming, but me and Justin are a part of another campaign that we recently started. That's as of right now is called the Hellboys campaign. So we'll see how it goes. As of right now, it's off to an awful start. And by awful, I mean awfully good. So. Hey, you guys leveled up on the first session, so you can't complain about that too much. But yeah, so we might post some content from that just to see if you guys have any interest in it. And if you do, then maybe we'll consider streaming it. But yeah, so there's that. And then shout out to friends. I've had a shitty week, so I'm really excited to be with you guys here today. And shout out to Attack because apparently they're trying to make music again. So that
How much of the original lineup?
2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Josh,
kind
it's attack. That's only 2. So
Not
you're
attack,
2 for
attack,
2.
attack,
Ah,
attack.
God, I'm so dumb.
That's
I gotta
why
take
said
these off
Shout
now.
out for trying to make new music. We'll see how it goes.
Did you guys see Blink has a quarantine song?
Yeah.
I just saw it today, so it's new to me.
Sweet.
I've never seen it. It's new.
I'm going to start by thanking my wife, like I always do, for letting me play Imagination with you guys. And I'm going to shout out my sister. She started her own sticker company, and I want to give her some love. Her Instagram handle is sticky.dino, like a dinosaur. Sticky, STICKY period Dino, DINO. She's got some cool stickers out there, so follow her on the Instagrams and order yourself some stickers if you need to sticker slap some things. You feel me, dog?
I have a table.
You do have a table. That is correct. That is what all of your things are on.
It's a sticker table.
Knowing that,
Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready.
ASMR.
Okay, so last time we were all together, we had finally found where we were in the middle of the ocean.
Those were banana noises. Oh my god. Please stop.
No more banana noises. Keep it up, Mr.
Roll
Mr.
3d6.
Man. So last time we were together, we finally found where we were in the Great Ocean, and we finally found a destination to go to, which was the port island of Bristow. There were repairs needing to be made, and there were different kind of supplies and resources that the boat needed in general, so this was a very necessary stop. Thok, meanwhile, reached out to Sue yet again to let her know of the status of where they were and where they were going and where they should go. And we finally got a sneak into Tibrin for the first time since the first episode. So it was very cool to hear from him again. Dremel had a moment where, through intoxication, he went through some waves of emotion that Donner tried to help him with. And Alder made mush, but it was really tasty.
It's good ass mush.
That's some fine ass mush. So, with that, we will, as I always do at the beginning of sessions where I've ended it, we're just going to go back a little bit where you guys are coming up onto the port. I'll say you're about 40 minutes away. You have all convened as a group. It is, I would say, about 2:30-ish p.m. And you guys all are waiting in anticipation to finally get on land again as the four of you convene onto the ship. Go play. Go role play.
Wait, getting on the ship?
You're on the ship. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
you're 40 minutes out to the port.
Sorry, I had to go grab my toothpicks.
How dare you?
It's how I get into character.
So, yes, it is the next day from all of your things. Do you have, as a group, what you guys are looking for? Have you guys discussed it in game? These are questions.
Well, I was gonna look for someone to enchant my armor. Thinking about it retroactively, I don't think we do have enough time for that to happen anyways, so I am going to retract that, if that's okay.
Yeah. That's okay. Anything else before we move?
Yeah, Dremel's sad as fuck, so he's still just gonna go to the bar. So once we get off the boat, that's what Dremel's gonna do.
Okay. So obviously this is the next day from when you were incredibly sad. That was towards the evening. At some point,
Oh, we're not. I thought
Jessica.
we had just gotten to the place.
well, I sped it up last time because we were moving. We were keeping on trucking, keeping
Gotcha.
on, keeping on.
All right.
So we're gonna retcon it a little bit. So it was the evening when you were sad, and I would assume you probably like slept on the stage the entire night, possibly ripping down a curtain as a blanket,
Yeah, that seems right.
which is property damage. So
No, I know it's mine now.
you're like, so eventually, Jessica would go and try to check in on you as you were all kind of tuckered out, wrapped in one of her curtains. I would say most likely around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., when, when you've cried like a bunch and you're just super tired and emotionally drained and exhausted that you're like, you just knock out. So most likely she would have seen you knocked out around that time as you were wrapped in this curtain with this empty bottle next to you. And you most likely woke up there with I would say, a hangover and the driest mouth possible. But yes, that was this morning. This is now. So did you go back to the bar to start drinking?
If she woke me up, would she have taken me to the room or just let me lay there?
I would say around 5:30 a.m.-ish, she kind of came in and she shook you awake. And she's like, you should probably come back to the room. It's getting early and you need to recenter yourself.
I am in the room. This is all rooms.
This is the ballroom. This is the stage. I was talking about my quarters. It's a little more private than this.
You sell a room, and this is a room. So I guess I'll just choose a room. Oh fuck, my head hurts. Okay,
And she claps like really loud, and she goes, "Yeah, does it hurt?"
Yeah, it hurts. Here, okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes closed, and I'm gonna cover my ears with one arm. Now, I'm going to grab onto you somewhere, and then you guide me to the room. All right?
She just yanks your wrist as you get pulled. As
Good.
Eventually you get back to the captain's quarters to meditate and center yourself before the day.
Before we would have gotten up and had our next day, I would have tried to catch Thok kind of in a moment where he's a little alone, kind of subdued in a corner or by himself at some point. And hey buddy, I just got a quick question for you.
Yeah. What's up?
Do you remember when we were in Stonewall?
Which part?
The part where there was two guys that kind of helped us get out, but we got separated from them, and yeah,
the blind one and
Arclight and
Arclight,
and the other guy who was not that important to me.
Work hard.
The other guy that isn't that important to me because I don't actively care.
Burkhart?
Yeah, sure, it sounds
Sure.
right. Whatever.
Yeah, what's up?
I did free him. Anyway, would you be able to send a message to Ark and just kind of see if he's all right, where he is? Maybe he could meet us in Valoria. Some reinforcements.
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking to see if I have.
You don't anymore tonight because Tiprin said I love you and you couldn't send a message back.
Well,
I'll say it's
because
the next day,
Oh,
so you should be okay.
if you want, because I know Ark, I can try scrying on him.
those are words that I probably don't understand.
I won't be able to do it today, but I'd be able to do it tomorrow. Scrying, I can essentially see and hear someone the same plane of existence that I have met or have some form of connection to. And obviously we spent a lot of time with him. And for 10 minutes I can pretty much see what he's doing.
Yeah, that would be great. I just kind of wanted to touch base with him and let him know that we didn't forget about him and make sure he's doing okay. I wouldn't hate it if you scryed on Oz though. We've got a score to settle there.
Tell you what, how about I'll send a message to Arclight. Let me know what you want me to say. I have 25 words. that I can send him because I can't scry today, but I can send today.
Okay. Give me a little bit of time to put together a little message for him,
Yeah.
and I'll get back to you. If we could keep this between us as well, I'd appreciate
You sure? All right. Yeah, no problem. You guys helped me through a lot, so it's the least I can do.
I mean, if I figured, it's been like a few months now, so probably should have checked up on him before, but it's better late than never.
Exactly. Yeah, just let him know, or I should probably let him know that it's me instead of just some random voice in his head. So give like a few words saying, "Hey, it's Thok" or something like that, so that he's
Cool.
not thinking he's hearing voices.
Yeah, no, of course.
But
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, just I'll be here. I'm assuming we're still on the ship, right?
Yes.
I'll be here trying to help as much as I can with preparing the ship to be repaired. So
Cool.
not really much of anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
All right. Cool.
Just kind of walks away.
Is Manu with me?
Manu's with you, yeah. Which, Donner, you would have seen Manu next to Thok, but he's just been kind of like sitting there like this.
I'm gonna look at Manu and I'm like, we need to find more ways to fuck with him about being a god. I notice how uncomfortable he gets about people like praising him. That's gonna be fun.
You should start bowing.
Like really low. Like
Yeah. Like, you should start bowing, probably call him Your Majesty. It's only polite anyway.
yeah, but I don't wanna be polite.
Okay, then, I mean, you can besmirch him, but I don't think you should do that because, he's a god and he would spite you.
What's that?
Besmirch. It's to damage his reputation. It's to speak like,
Oh, I mean, I don't want to like hurt him. Like, I just want to fuck with him. Like, you know how like friends fuck with each other. You know what? I like the Majesty thing. He doesn't like it, but it's harmless.
Your
And I'll do
Majesty, and then bow.
bow.
I'll bow.
Okay, I'll just do like a giant flourishy bow,
And I'll do like a curtsy.
or like when we walk through town, I'll be like, make way for his
That's good.
royal.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, that's good. He'll love that.
Okay.
And by love that, I mean he'll hate that. We should do that.
Yeah, we can do that. It's
And
happening.
then I could say like things like, the great and mighty Thor has brought me back from death as a ghost specter, and I have unfinished business due to his greatness. And then I can walk through people.
I mean, as funny as that would be, I don't think we want to bring the attention of his
Me being a
godly.
ghost.
No,
He's a
his
ghost.
godly side. You being a ghost isn't gonna harm you. But I feel like if people found out he was a god, that's
Well,
where
Let me pitch this. There hasn't been any undead until like a few weeks ago. And there hasn't been a god on Earth for millennia. That's two things that make you stick out like a sore thumb.
Exactly. And you being undead, or there being undead in general, is not potentially gonna have a positive response.
So don't walk through anything.
Correct.
What if I screamed, Misty Step, and then I did it? No one's gonna know. No fucking nerds are gonna know, like wizards.
Sure. I guess. I don't know.
Say all
Just-
great to the great king.
Just don't be like, I'm a ghost and I walk through somebody.
Well, I don't know how to turn like invisible. I can't do that. Like if I did that, I'd be like, I'm a ghost, and then I'd take someone's hat off and then I'd put it on my head. Like charming ghost stuff, but I can't do that.
What if close your eyes and think you're invisible? Maybe it's something that you can control. Like,
You see him and he closes his eyes, and he's opaque, and you see him slightly get less opaque, And then he opens his eye and it goes, "Is it working?" And then he's back to being opaque.
No. I mean, you kind of. I think it was a trick of the sun, but it didn't really. What about the whole, like, me using your abilities thing? Do you think
That I'm not sure, but I just thought of something. What about the whole "you guys are wanted criminals"? Do we need to do the whole Frank thing again? Do I need to be someone now?
Well, I mean, does anyone know who you are aside from, well, Hotep, obviously, but
I don't
we're
know.
wanted criminals. Well, I mean, I'm a wanted criminal thanks to you, but I
Said I
mean,
was sorry for that.
it's fine. But I have a hat that can disguise myself, so that's I don't know what. And then Donner has cut his hair and shaved. I mean, he's starting to grow some of this back, but it's still a lot shorter than his hair's a lot shorter than it
You all
was.
should probably like find a barber and just cut things back and alter.
Yes, well, how are you gonna hide a 7'10" blue skinned cowman? Like
By making
7'11".
7'10"
Sorry.
pink-furred cowman. I'm sure they have dye.
Oh God.
Also, where do you think strawberry milk comes from?
Where
Pink
does
cow.
strawberry milk come from?
Pink cows.
Really?
Yeah, totally. Not making it up at all.
I believe him. That's awesome.
And he's like, sucker.
And I'll just like kind of like trail it there, and that way
Okay.
somebody else can go.
Alder, what are you doing?
Honestly, since I utilized the crap out of the kitchen and probably made a giant mess, I don't want to be rude, so I'd most likely just be cleaning it up, trying to make sure that everything's all nice and tidy, because I don't want to put any extra burden on the staff here. Aside from that, the only other thing that I would be doing would just be continuing to read the book from Ashiki. In hope that there's maybe some information in there about coping with loss, because I feel like that's something that he's a little bit conflicted with at the moment.
Most likely there would be a chapter on handling loss and trying to process those feelings. And most likely it would be a genuine kind of repentance and penance sort of thing, and learning to accept the way things are and that you can't control everything that happens in the world. Just kind of reassuring, but not undermining that loss is not important. Anything else, fellas? While you're meditating, Dremel, are you doing anything else while you're with Creed?
No, I'm just ready to get onto some land.
Okay. So she can see that something obviously is bothering you because, you know, you woke up on a stage cut wrapped in a curtain.
Drunk.
A really dusty curtain because it's old. But she leaves it as is, and the morning is fairly quiet between the two of you as she kind of makes sure her papers are in order for the ship. She puts on her best coat and her hat, and eventually you are ushered out as she gets some final things she needs to collect. Eventually, all four of you reconvene on the bow of the ship as the ship is getting close to make port. Brock, Valdana, and the rest of the girls are all on the bow of the ship, very excited to finally be getting onto the port land after being away for so long and hopefully getting some new customers in and getting some more revenue. So, you come upon Bistow, which is a very large, as you can see by the map, very large island kind of encapsulated by water. You see that there are ports literally on every single side of the outskirts of this island. I'll give you some information here. The population is roughly about 8,200 different kind of people. Mostly is elf, but there are some halflings. So this seems to be some kind of sect of wood elf, like an island wood elf. There are several different sects, and there is definitely going to be a directory, so you can see this in game when you arrive. So, getting onto the port of the ship, Creed and Brock are the first ones off the ship as Valdana looks very excited. She's out of her armor. She's in her street clothes. She does have her sword on her back and a few like vestiges. But other than that, she's not looking very aggressive, and everyone looks super pumped to get into this fucking port and get into this island. So, as the four of you make your way onto the pier of the dock of Bistow, the air is very, I would say it's cool, yet there's a cool breeze, but it is slightly humid. There is an underlying sweet smell of different kind of fruits. And there is also a very subtle underlying smell of water and sand, that kind of sulfury smell that you might get at different beaches. The waves are crashing. Everyone is very friendly and accommodating as you guys start making your way through the town. And you see your directory. And attached to said directory, which I will get back to the map, there is a little engraving on the bottom of the board that reads as so, which you could read at your leisure, or if anyone would like to read aloud, you may do so.
All right. Great Umberly, hear me. Great Queen of the Sea, heed this fervent supplication. Too long have we forsaken your true way in our times far from the sea. Yet we return, and can never forget you. You, who quells the storms, raise them with but a thought. Yet we cry unto you in our time of need, and make what humble offerings every last piece of it, and all the glistening gems too. More than the weight of a man, it's burnt out. Rest once more upon the bottom and await other and you more than the weight of a man, you to rest once more upon the bottom and await other intruders. Hear me, great Umberly, accept now this offering. Fuck Thor.
Cool.
It's just on there. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
It really said fuck Thor?
I mean, yeah. I guess I'm the only one who can read it, but
It's in common.
Well,
yeah, but the
oh
fuck Thor
God,
part.
that's...
Have I ever heard of Umberly?
Go ahead
travels?
and roll a religion check at advantage, because most likely you would have heard of Umberly. This is more or less for details on Umberly.
Better than natural 20.
Natural 20. So you do know of Umberly. Umberly is better known in some places as the bitch queen. She is the queen of the...
Oh, Queen Anya.
Sashay
Got
way.
it. Got it. Okay.
Most people see her as chaotic evil, but she is as tepid and as fickle as the ocean itself. Other titles she goes by are Great Queen of the Sea, the Queen of the Depths, the Wave Mother, the Goddess of the Deep Wilds, Storm Goddess of the Seas, the Sea Queen, and of course, Sea Bitch. Most people, mostly sailors, worship her because they pray for safe passage. Obviously, having a giant island in the middle of the water, you would want to pray to Umberly so you do not get waterlogged and all of your things destroyed. And there are a couple of people that, even some krakens, I would say, and other higher aquatic beasts also worship Umberly to an extent.
Got it.
Other than that, you can probably go around town and figure out some more stuff about her, but that's mostly what you remember.
Okay. And real quick, retroactively, I put on the Hat of Disguise and I look like my human self, Brock.
You look like Tom.
No, I'm gonna go with Brock.
Okay. Two bros.
Human fuck.
I guess they're just letting everybody be gods these days.
Really? You
mean-
think so? Dremel says
Uh,
with excitement.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's that recent anymore. I just was kind of saying these days is like an overarching. Never mind. Yes, I do feel that way.
Yes.
Have you
all right.
ever heard of her? Like, was she not a god back when
But
you
I know
were?
who Umberly is.
You wouldn't know specifically when you were on the material world. Umberly was not there. However, there, depending on what information you get, you might be able to recognize some of her characteristics.
13. In religion
Okay.
or intelligence.
I'll say only because it is the 13th level. When you had to go through the abyss, there are many different levels to the abyss. There is a 13th one, which is flooded. And there was a very cruel kind of ruler at one point there that went by Sea Bitch.
I don't know of her. I've met her pre. Oh my god, look at me. Oh, things are awesome.
Before she ascended.
Yeah, she was just kind of guarding part of the abyss. It was flooded and she went by Sea Bitch. You know, whatever. Normal stuff.
So is that part
Hell
of
of a
being a
nickname for a
god?
god.
Do you need a nickname?
I mean, you don't
think-
need a nickname. You just need. It's like what you're kind of known for.
But like, does it help?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, like Pelor
Makes
has
you more
the Dawn
memorable.
Father.
Yeah, see? The Dawn Father. He's
Shit,
a nice
that's
guy,
good.
too. I've met Pelor.
Oh yeah, me too.
Kind of like in passing, but not, you know.
Directly. Haven't had
different
beer.
areas.
Name dropping.
Oh, sorry, Your Majesty.
easy to
And
name
I
drop
bow
that.
really low.
Yes.
Got a couple of sea bitches over here.
Wait, you got Thok to follow you?
What?
Shit, I didn't know we
No.
were
Oh.
going in group. Alder, follow me.
Follow you where?
I don't care. I'm your god now.
I mean, just let him walk in front
No.
of you.
Shit. How? Please?
I mean, just forcing servitude on me does not. It's not going to work. So
Do you understand
like-
the word please?
Alder.
yeah.
Donna's going to put his hand on Alder's shoulder. Alder, I promise you safe passage on this journey and any journey moving forward if you commit yourself to me.
No.
Can I tell if he's lying or he's just full of shit?
No offense, Donna, but we're friends. I'm not worshiping my buddy.
It was worth a shot.
I appreciate it, but that goes to you too, Dremel. Like, I love you guys, but not like bow down, worship, love you guys. Like mockingly bow and like be like, haha, fuck you, kind of. Like that'll work, but
Yeah, that's fine. Do that.
no, that's not. It's different.
No,
Never
but
mind.
mockingly
Anyways,
bow. It's fine. I just want the gesture.
when you've earned it.
I've fucking earned. God damn it.
And Thok, Manu puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, do it, do the bow. Call him your majesty. Do the thing. He did the thing.
I put my hand on Donna's shoulder and then I bow really low and say, "Sorry, Your Majesty, they do not know the heresy they speak of."
Oh my god, this is the worst.
They do not know what they speak of.
I don't like any of this.
I know everything I speak of.
Not you.
I need a drink.
False prophet.
False prophet at point as well.
It's just Thok and Manu going, false prophet. False prophet.
Still profit in the name. Fuck you.
You feel your powers drain.
Smite thee, smite thee.
Do we
anyways.
want to meet up? I've got something I need to try and do while we're here. Do we want to meet up somewhere in town at like a certain time, or
Is there a bar or something nearby? I've
Man.
never been to Bistow, so
I would assume there's, and I'll check the directory for a bar. Baby, there's
Did
always-
I was gonna say, if not, did Creed give us like an inn or something like that?
or she maybe.
She did give you a few notable places. She said, okay, first and foremost, don't break anything. Please. I don't need more shit going on with the ship.
I promise.
This is also in your minds. This is like when you're on the bow of the ship before you got off.
Being reprimanded.
Yes. She goes, okay, I'm assuming you want to drink at some point and eat food that isn't prepared here. There are a few places. There is the Bloody Hammer. That is a Grand Commoner's Inn, which is actually famous for invisible food and drink. It's actually pretty good. And they don't try anything shifty, which I appreciate as a person. There is, let me think. I mean, there's the market. No. There's the Jovial Jester, which is a very large elven tavern, and it's built atop an outcrop of Obsidian, so you can't really miss it. It's slightly higher above than the city. It's in the Crystal Coin Borough, I think the north.
Typical elf stuff. I get it. Yeah.
You know.
Crystal coin what?
The
Crystal Coin Burrow.
Yeah, the Crystal Coin Borough. And then I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, that's as far as bars go. I mean, you can pretty much find a lot of things here. You can find spellbinders, workshops for woodwork, pretty much everything. Fishmongers. Just like I said, don't fuck anything up while I'm here, please. Please.
Promise.
Please.
Do you think you have an idea about how long we're going to be here, so that way we can prepare accordingly?
And she looks over at the massive hole on the side of the ship. She's like, we'll say like a day or two. Minimum.
Okay.
Fair?
Fair. Should we
Perfect.
stay on the ship to sleep? Or do you want us to stay in town?
You're adults. You can make your own decisions. Just know, if you're sleeping and you oversleep when we ship off, which of course I will tell you, but I will leave you here.
The ship it is. Got it. Thanks, Creed. Captain. Creed.
And so that was kind of the conversation you had while you guys are looking at the directory. So
Bloody Hammer in like 3 hours.
Bloody Hammer now? Gotcha.
Okay, I'll see you in 3 hours.
I'm interested in seeing what invisible food tastes like.
okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll check the Jester out later.
Donna is just gonna stay around the port.
Stay around the initial
And
port.
just
When
kinda
Don- Sorry.
He's also gonna just kind of wait a little bit and kind of look at some of the boats. He's gonna look for ones that are a little more run down, maybe smaller
Okay.
crews. And
Okay.
just kind of wait, kind of bide his time.
And while you're kind of perusing and going about, Valdana kind of passes you and then kind of sighs and then backtracks and she goes, what are you doing?
You know, hanging out in the port.
There's an entire city. We've been on a boat for weeks and you want to hang out on a port.
Val. Okay. Complete transparency.
Please.
Just because it's you. Because if the other guys were here, I wouldn't ever say this. Been out of the world for a while.
Right.
Gods get power from followers.
Okay. So
I've got an island full of a couple.
So we're looking for followers. Then.
Oh, we are? You are joining me in this endeavor?
And she looks over at the boat. She's like, I don't think we're going anywhere soon.
I mean,
I got time.
all the help I could get. Buy all your drinks at the tavern later tonight.
And she goes, oh, you make me blush, your majesty.
Oh, God.
And she
please.
bows.
Please,
She's like,
God.
I ran into Manu and Thok earlier.
I hate them.
And you see her and she puts her sword, like she sticks it in the ground, like she unsheaths it, and she actually leans on it in the back while you guys kind of.
That's a good idea. And I'm going to stick Yonbjorn in the ground and kind of lean back.
It's just two cool dudes. Playing it cool.
and I'm just kind of like perusing, looking at boats to see. I want to go for the smaller ones that look a little more run down. Maybe they've been kind of battered recently, and Umberlee hasn't been watching over them as dutifully.
Okay. So we will get back to that. So are the three of you all going to the Bloody Hammer, or it's just Thok and Drummer going to the Bloody Hammer, and Alder, you're just doing your thing?
I was gonna go later. I want to go shopping.
Yeah, I think Thok and I were going to go shopping for a little bit, and then possibly if I could find some wildlife, I'd like to just try and go to where there might be some land animals.
Okay.
But shopping with Thok, I think, is more important right now.
Shopping with Thok. Okay. So
Drummer, you coming?
you have a few ways you can go. I will say when you guys parked or made port, you are here. So I'll make that also on the map. So you do have a little key that you can see. I'll make it pink because the rose. I don't want it to do the thing. Okay.
Oh no.
Nope. Sorry. Roll20 is a great tool. Did I mention it's great? Man, it's great.
Is it great?
It is. I love it.
Willikers.
So this is where the port is. So you're in this area. You have the western market here, and you have a more northern market here. You have Crystal Coin here, Crystal Ball Village, and Topaz Bridge Village. So you have a few options.
I say the nearest one to the port usually carries the best stuff, so because there's trade goods and stuff. So how about just going to the one right here to the east?
Yeah,
west?
I mean, let's start there. I mean, especially if we might end up being here for a second day, we'll get a opportunity to explore. It doesn't seem like it'd be that long of a walk to get across town to the other market either.
No. Drummer, you coming?
Me? No, I'm going to the Bloody Hammer.
All right. Then we'll meet you there in a couple hours.
Yeah, I will warm your seats.
All right.
I don't know what that
light it on
means,
fire.
but appreciate it.
I'm going to
maybe
lay
you-
down.
Oh, okay. I'll get it now.
Maybe you can find some followers at the Bloody Hammer.
You read my mind.
You could be like the god of fun and drinking.
I already am the god of fun and drinking. Now I just got to make
Well-
it official.
You need a nickname. I think they'll help you.
I probably will. Big Brain Boy seems a little too presumptuous.
Fun time drinking guy.
On second thought, I think I'll stick with Big Brain Boy.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, that one was just I was spitballing. I didn't think that was an official name, so I'm just trying to help.
Yeah,
Oh, he's embarrassed.
It was fine, Just maybe use something higher quality than spit. Water balling, whiskey balling, whatever you want. Free balling, you can do that too.
Aren't we
There's
all?
reasons why I'm not following you.
No, because we're going that way. So
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, see, Thok, you get it.
yeah, I get it. Okay, we'll meet you over there at the Bloody Hammer later.
All right, goodbye.
Good luck.
Okay.
That's how I walk away.
So
In sadness.
Christmas time. So we'll follow Alder and Thok first into the marketplace. So the marketplace is obviously very hustle and bustle. It's poppin', as the kids say. I'll never say that again. I apologize. And you see that there are different stands with different wares. You see different kinds of fruits of tropical nature. You see that there are brightly covered birds that have different kinds of prices on them and price tags. You do see that there are jewels, and there's someone even doing a fire breathing in the middle of everything. So it just looks like it's like a great big smorgasbord of shit.
This is almost overwhelming.
Yes, it is. Let me look at the armor first. I don't think I have enough money to buy what I want, but it never hurts to ask.
So go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you can find a armorer.
Oh, natural 1 -1.
I will
There's
help
never been
him.
armor ever.
Never.
You don't know what Amma is anymore.
You think
Sorry.
it's food. Unfortunately, there are no armorers that you can see from this area. This seems to be more of trade. You could possibly assume that further inward is where the supplies and stocks and weapons would be.
Yeah. Then yeah, then I'll follow Alder around, looking just for any like anything of interest, potentially anything for like protection, whether it's like potion or items or whatnot, or potential weapons that the others might like. I don't know. I'm just perusing then and following Alder.
You're just checking shit out.
Yeah.
That sounds
Window
good.
shopping.
Yeah, actually, something I want to pick up. You did say there was areas with lots of cool tropical fruits. I did want to see if I could possibly pick up some holly berries. If there's any one of these stands that happens to sell some of those.
Let's see here.
Oh, you're smart. When you look at
So there are different kinds of berries that are laid out. There is a berry section. There are different kinds of, they're called Barbados cherries. They have mulberries, Suriname cherries, Jamaican cherries, but we'll just call those Bistow cherries. Sea grapes, Naranjilas, and Yabutakaba. So no holly berries, but wide variety of interesting food.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued in getting some of the fruit, but for snacking for myself. But I'll basically say to the the fruit keep, if you will. Do you guess we're kind of new in town. Would you happen to be able to point us in the direction of where we might be able to get some, possibly look at some armaments, or possibly I'm looking for some holly berries specifically.
And the shopkeeper kind of looks at you, and they are human, black hair, green eyes, kind of finer clothing that you would assume someone that would be hunting for berries. And he goes, I don't necessarily usually carry olive berries, but I could possibly acquire some if for the right price.
What would be the right price?
These are important holly berries, right?
I mean, they're not the most important thing. I still have some on my person, but could always use more.
Always use more. You know what? You come back here, and I'll get you a fair price for a bunch of holly berries.
All right, sounds good. What time would you have that procured for me?
And he looks, and he puts his hand in front of the sun's, and he goes, about 3 hours, possibly. I can hold them for you if you give me something that could be a placeholder.
Well, I appreciate it. Should be able. 3 hours is when we're going to be meeting up at the at one of the local inns, so I should be able to swing by right before that. That'll work for me. I do want to grab some of these though. So, how much for like a little assortment of a couple things to try?
Well, we go by pounds, so. And he kind of thinks and looks, and he goes, it's about 1 silver for a pound of a mixed bag.
All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and give me 2 pounds, if you don't mind. And Thok, you're gonna try some of these with me, right?
Sure. I don't think I've ever had them.
Well, you're gonna find out.
And he measures out these different fruits for you. So you do have 1 pound bag of these different assorted berries, and then I'll say you have a second bag that is of assorted like stone fruits and different kinds of bananas and melons, that kind of thing.
Awesome. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and give him 3 silver instead of 2. And just say I really appreciate the holly berries. I'll be checking back soon.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate your business.
And then I'll just kind of repeat, and I'll be like, I did ask, though, if you happen to know where there might be any areas for possibly some armaments or weaponry. Would that be on the other side of town, or?
That would be in the further district in the markets. Mostly what we deal here is in different trades, and mostly when people need a quick stop on supplies, which are usually food, drink, wine, occasionally people, which you would most likely get here.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you kindly. I really appreciate your time today.
Of course.
I'll see you soon.
Yes. And Manu, just very quiet through the whole conversation, is just looking at all the stuff, and he's like, that is a very weird gentleman.
Yes.
And as we walk away, I'll kind of just be like, y'all feel that? It felt weird.
Yeah, no, I felt like he could see through me, and I know I'm not invisible anymore, but it was weird.
Yeah, it's like he had that dead look in his eyes, like, I've seen some shit.
I mean,
probably has.
I have a dead look in the eye, but
That's because you're a ghost. Shit. Oh, I mean, you're a great guy.
No, he's a ghost. You can call it how you say it.
Not around here, idiot. Come on.
yep, keep it up. I'll make sure everyone knows about your new imaginary friend, Tom.
Hey, Aldo, can you help me out? Do you see anywhere that sells like any jewels, or specifically looking for diamond dust?
Diamond dust.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking if we get ourselves in a pinch, it's something that we will potentially need. Either diamond dust or diamonds as a whole.
I mean, can take a look around. I know you said that there were some gemstones for sale here, Dice Daddy. If you could possibly, if you need me to roll for it, I'm more than happy to do so. But as I am helping my friend.
Yeah, because I'm not good at looking for stuff.
Oh, dude, I'm not either. But here we are. It's us. Go us.
So,
2 of us going nowhere.
so you start looking through. Go ahead and roll another investigation to see if you can find a jeweler.
At advantage because I'm helping him?
Yes, at advantage because you're helping him with your special eyes.
15.
Okay. With the 15, you do see that there is a slightly overweight male elf with short coppery hair, gray eyes, and he has a wide assortment of jewels on his table.
Okay, I'll walk up and I'm like, hello, good sir.
Oh, you humbled me. No, you, good sir. What can I assist you with?
I'm looking for some diamonds, something shiny, can fetch worth a pretty penny.
Diamonds are usually worth a very pretty penny. How much are we looking for in diamond?
Well, maybe 300-400 gold worth.
Of just small diamonds? Would you like a fairly large diamond? Are you looking for a setting for diamonds? I mean, I do have a wide assortment that I have. Of course, not in this location. I would be crazy.
I'm looking for, to be more specific, one diamond worth around 300 gold, and then potentially 100 gold worth of diamond dust.
Diamond
Specific.
So roughly you're looking to spend 400 gold.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Looking at him and seeing the way he's acting, does he seem shifty to me? Like he's going to try to con me?
Insight check for me.
That I'm good at. Oh my god, natural 20 for a 29.
Shoot this book.
No, he looks actually pretty earnest.
Okay.
He is wary of you. Only that you could assume that other people have, asked him for things before and have followed him probably to where he keeps everything, and
Got
he's
it.
probably been bugged a few times.
But he
Got it.
also does sell bootleg DVDs.
Do you want Big Fat Liar or no?
It's actually
En
called Big
español.
Fat. It's called Big Fat Lair. It's different.
No, that's the Turbo Life one.
Weirdly, Paul Giamatti's in both.
Thank you.
But okay.
Well, I can procure these for you by tomorrow. However, I will need half payment now just to be sure that you're not trying to be frank, con me.
Okay.
Is that fair?
How about I'll give you half payment now. You loan me one of your gems so I know that you're just not going to take my 200 gold, and I will return the gem and we can exchange that gem for the rest of the 200 gold and the diamond dust. Kind of like I'm trusting you, you're trusting me.
Well, if you lose the gem, then that'll be another additional 200 gold, but I can give you one to hold.
Deal.
And he procures this very nice looking emerald. It's not very large since it's $200 or 200 gold pieces worth, but he does put it in your hand as you put over your 200 gold. He puts it in his purse and he goes, and what's the name for the order? So obviously when you come back, I can address you as such.
It'll be Brock.
Brock. Yes, I will remember that. Yes.
It'll be Brock Visir.
Brock Visir. Got it.
All right. Then tomorrow morning, noon, what time would work best for you?
I usually get here almost a little bit after dawn, so anytime then.
After dawn it is. Can I thank you, and I'll reach out to shake his hand. I didn't catch your name.
He takes your hand and he goes, it's Euphaxis.
Faxes. All right. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Euphaxis.
Yes. And he says, you would know this, Alder, in Elvish. He says, have a good afternoon, essentially.
And I will just go ahead and respond and just say likewise in Elvish as well.
And he smiles at you. So, as they're perusing, let's go on over to that bloody hammer that Dremel has so haphazardly decided to go into. So, the bloody hammer is a little bit more rambunctious than you would assume. Well, maybe not, because it's a port city, and this is close by where sailors and naval officers and pirates of the sort would most likely get there and drink and get fucked up and play tricks on each other because everything's invisible.
And it's called the Bloody Hammer.
Yeah. So you kind of come in and you're hit with this loud noise of like people yelling and kind of arm wrestling and fighting and cursing and drinking and belching.
So I'm gonna walk in and go straight to the bar, try to talk to the bartender. But on my walk up there, what is the general makeup of the patrons at the bar?
So patrons at the bar are mostly of human, with the occasional, you would assume half orc, dwarvish descent, but you do see that the waitstaff are all elven.
All right. I know you mentioned a couple things that were happening, but I'm curious if I see anyone who looks particularly athletic or aggressive.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation check since you're looking for the toughie of the toughies.
26.
26.
Missed him.
Nope.
Dang.
Ain't no guy.
All chicks.
You do scan the room. You do see that there is a few people. There is what seems to be a very attractive female elf in a hood, She has golden hair and has these amber eyes, but you see that she's wearing this leather armor. She has a short sword next to her, and she has different kind of tattoos. And you can see that her figure is built a little bit stronger than you would assume a regular elegant elf would look like. You do see that there is a human male, just silver hair, hazel eyes, has a fine arraignment of different kind of pelts, animal pelts. And I would say there is another gentleman. He looks to be some kind of ranger, thinning copper hair, bright brown eyes. He has this kind of flat nose that looks like it's been punched several times. And he's also in a studded leather armor.
Are they all together? Or that's just who I see?
That's all you see. They're all in different kind of groups.
Okay. So I'll see that, and I'll go right up to the bar, and I'll look for... Do I have a bartender near me?
You do have a bartender near you.
Are they elvish?
They are elvish. They are female with a very round face, golden hair, and gray eyes.
All right, I'll sit down and say in elvish, hey there, darling. Can I get 2 shots of I don't give a fuck?
And she smiles and she goes, your elvish is fairly good. I can get that for you. And she gives you the price, which I would say is about, for 2, 6 silver.
6 silver.
She gets this kind of amber viscous liquid and pours it into 2 shot glasses. And then she looks at you and she goes, or would you prefer it in 1 glass?
I mean, I'm going to shoot it back right now, so whatever you want.
I'm going to put it in 1. And she
Let's
puts
clean
it in this, like a low ball glass. And you put the money on the table, toss it back, and it is very smooth. There's no kind of burn or kickback when you drink it, but you do immediately feel a little bit of a buzz as you put it down.
Ooh. Maybe I should have just asked for 1. Y'all make it great here. Can I get a mead as well?
Yes, I can do a mead. That'll be 2 silvers, please.
Thank you kindly.
She's pulling, and she goes, you won't think me rude, would you, if I asked what you are?
Ooh, that's a very sensitive subject. You can't just walk up to someone and say, what are you?
What about if they walked up to me?
Oh, well, then that's fine, yeah. I'm what's called a furbolg.
Furbolg.
Yeah, we're, I guess you don't have any here on the island. We tend to stick to mountains. Yeah, we're kind of like giant elves. But we don't speak our elven tongue too often, so. Trying to get back into practice.
Well, you'll have plenty of practice here in Bistow. Mostly all of us are elven.
I've noticed that.
Yes, and occasionally you'll find different kinds of half-elves, but the half-elves here are, at least from mainlands that I know of, quite different. We have been known to crossbreed with different kinds of tritons, more like a sea elf, making more of like a half-elf, sea elf hybrid. My son, for example, is a half triton, half elf.
Oh, very nice. How old is the cutie?
He's about 26, so he's almost out of his adolescence.
Oh, all right. What's that in
I'm
like?
sorry.
I'm
he's
sure
not a
he's
full-grown man.
I'm sure. Well, okay, good. Then I'm sure he's very cute. Once he hits adult age, I'll call him handsome. I believe is that the nomenclature y'all prefer?
You can still call him handsome. He's fine.
All right, he's handsome and cute.
All right, Drummel, you doing anything else in here?
Yeah, I got some stuff. So, as I'm sitting there drinking the mead, I'll wait a little bit, just kind of sip until it's maybe 3/4 full, and then what was I don't think I got that woman elf's name right.
You did not. It is Pine.
Okay. As she's walking back and forth, I'll reach out, not grab her, but just kind of like, hey, excuse me again.
Yes.
I didn't get your name. What was it?
It is Pine.
Pine. All right.
Simply Pine.
Pine. Yeah, I got you. So do y'all play Calcio Valoria here?
Calcio Valoria. I'm not too familiar with that. I'm sorry. That's a card game?
No, it is far from a card game. It's man, how do I describe it? If war was only 10 versus 10 and there was a ball involved, it would be similar to that.
So kind of like soccer.
Yeah, but with more punching.
So football.
Yeah, but with more kicking.
Rugby.
So rugby.
Yeah, but with more wrestling.
You got me.
So that's a no.
Interesting. No, we do not play here. I mean, for most sports, there are different kind of swimming activities, fishing activities. There is a fighting pit, of course. We do have warriors that we want to keep up. But no sports, unfortunately, in that regard. No Calcio Valoria?
Calcio. Calcio
Cal-
Valoria.
Calcio Valoria.
I'm surprised y'all haven't heard of the sport.
Seems like it is a very interesting sport. No, I've lived here most of my life.
I guess maybe it's kind of hard to take that across large bodies of water out to an island, so. Huh. I bet some of these fellows would like to learn. Well, fellows and ladies. Where are those fighting pits, by the way?
Oh, they are towards the north of the city. There is a deep pit, and it is referred to as the deep pit.
Fight pits. Deep pit. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
With that, Dremel will take his meat, stand up, turn around, and just kind of. You said it was it wasn't elves. It was mostly
Humans,
dwarves.
occasional half orcs, and dwarves.
All right. Then in common, Dremel's gonna yell out, "Hey, attention everyone! Anyone here ever heard of Calcio Valoria?" And then I'll say it again in giant as well, just to seem cultural.
Gotta seem cultural. There are a few different kind of sailors that look at you and they nod and they're like, yeah, we've heard of Calcio Valoria.
Ah, perfect. And I point at them and I start walking toward them.
Okay. And you're just walking with them one. Okay, so while you're walking and talking, we'll go back over to the docks. So Donna, after a few, I would say like 20, 30 minutes of kind of assessing what's been going in and what's been going out, you do have a good idea of what are the smaller kind of more humble vessels as opposed to the more lavish, extravagant kind of cruise liner vessels that you've seen.
Okay, I'll lean over to Val. So, what's our plan of attack here? Do we unknowingly? Is it like, am I just like, hey, I'm a god, look at me? Or are we going like, hey, we've heard of this guy, Umberlee's not been great to you, what's the play?
So you've never done this before?
I've never had to do this before. I kind of just came to Earth and killed things and people were like, you're great. And I was like, yeah. That's kind of what happened.
We can't do something like that. We can't have you have like a feat of strength or a feat of power to show your muster.
I mean, we can certainly try. I don't know what's formidable in this area.
Well, I mean, I've been here a few times. There's there are swimming races of strength. There are fighting pits, fishing tournaments, rowing tournaments.
I mean, anything physical, I would probably excel at, I would say. Let's just... Okay, before we get there, fighting pits, I'm very interested in that, by the way. So we'll just put a pin in that. Follow me, and I'll just go to the closest vessel to where we are currently.
Okay. You do get to a vessel, and it does seem that it is a older halfling, kind of wearing a sailor's cap, overalls, got a little pipe, and he has a little dents in his boat. And you see him like taking out a bunch of different kind of, I would say, like prawn, so very small little shrimps and whatnot. But they look normal to him because he's little.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning to you.
I'm Donna. This is Valdana.
And he goes, Reado.
Redo. Very nice to meet you. I see you are unloading your most recent haul.
Yeah, went out in the dawn and was trying to get some shrimps, but they weren't biting too much now.
No. Seems that maybe Umberlee doesn't have your best interest at heart in the moment.
Umberlee. I mean, she made sure that the oceans were nice and clear for me, and there wasn't any storms, which was good. I know I didn't get many or plenty, but Umberlee has been kind to me.
I'm gonna try and look off the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna try to can I no, I don't have anything water related. What if I told you she's not the only god that could make sure you are given safe passage from storms?
What, like Melora?
No, better than that.
Tempest?
Mm-mm.
Tia.
Who?
He has one hand.
No, I don't know him. I know his name's Thor.
Thor.
Mm.
Oh, ain't that god that disappeared?
Yeah, he is. I'm actually a follower of his, and I'm just trying to spread the good word.
All right, what's the word then?
He's fucking awesome.
Well, shit, you got me convinced. How awesome is he? He rides a fucking dirt bike and he smokes fucking Marlboros.
I heard he jumped over 2 go-karts.
He can chug 2 Mountain Dew 2 liters straight without stopping.
And he doesn't puke. He's like, fuck. Guy sounds cool. And he
God,
made
that
out with
fucks
like
hard.
2 girls in the same night, dude.
Pretty awesome.
So yeah, he goes, yeah, what's the word then, eh?
Have you heard of his island? The island of the Storm King.
I can't say that I have.
Surrounded by a storm, protecting all inhabitants on the island from any kind of danger.
Using a storm.
Except the storm.
It's not constantly wet and waterlogged?
No, it's not. Probably.
Probably. That's fair. All right. Well, I mean, what can Thor do for me, to that Miss Umberlee King?
I don't know. What is something Umberlee hasn't been able to provide for you? Because I don't know the last time someone who worshipped Umberlee came up to you and was talking to you like this, but a worshipper of Thor just did. So I'm willing to help you with whatever you need.
And he's like, I mean, safe passage is always good if I can get better bounty, better food. Like, these shrimps are nice, but I mean, I'm trying to make a little bit of a profit while also trying to feed myself and the missus.
Oh, the missus. Of
Yes,
course.
aye.
Well, and I'm going to pull out 50 silver and give it to him. And I'll say, this is just a start. And I wish you good passage. And hopefully you, next time you're going out to sea, you pray to the god Thor.
Yeah, do you want to bless me ship?
Oh, sure.
You're like a priest then, yeah?
This, actually, Valdana is...
I am the... yes. I am a cleric of Thor. The great Odinson. I'll be more than happy to bless your
I
ship.
can't hear you. You got to speak up. I'm deaf in that ear.
Use your words.
I'm more than happy to bless the ship.
Oh, perfect.
And she goes over and she rolls her eyes as she puts her hand on the boat and she prays and concentrates. And you actually hear her voice in the back of your head going, watch over this ship, make sure it has safe passage, look after this man and his family. And it seems that she is praying to you, like you had requested for this ship. As takes the hand off the boat, and she goes, "May Thor's mighty hammer swing in your just and good favor." And then she turns around, and that cheesy smile just immediately drops as she moves like past you.
Which only makes Donna smile more genuinely. I hope good passage for you, and maybe we'll see each other again shortly.
Yes, thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Let's just spread the good word of Thor.
Yes, I will. Definitely.
And I'll nod my head and kind of walk away.
Okay.
I'll catch up to Val. Come on, we're a pretty good team.
Well, okay, that was a very old little man who didn't have a lot for himself. I mean, it was kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, but with dynamite.
I mean, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Yes, it's about the quality.
Hey, he's one more than I had before we started this.
That is true.
So, feat of strength, huh?
Feat of strength.
All right. I'm going to look and just do a quick scan and see if there's any other kind of smaller vessels that I might be able, maybe one that was just kind of beat up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, oh, I'm really not doing you right. Before I'm going to start heading towards the market with Val.
Okay. So you do a little bit more of have you heard about Thor?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, we'll roll the old D20 here. You get 14 new followers. There are a few people that are on the same ship, so mostly it would be the same vessel. But yes, you get 14 new people who are like, all right, I'll give Thor a chance.
I'm going to just, as we're walking back to the market, I'll tell Val, yeah, I think the fighting pit's probably going to be my best bet to kind of get some more people all at once. But
Bingo.
definitely not a bad start.
Yeah. I mean, that's 14 more than you had before, yeah?
I mean, Lord knows those centaurs have been there for years. I don't know how many of them are left. So I could have doubled the amount of people that pray to me in a day.
Mm.
Thank you for helping.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to let you just do it by yourself.
I probably wouldn't have been able to do it by myself,
No.
to be honest.
You're charismatic, but you don't know how to talk to people sometimes.
I've been out of the outer rotation for a little bit now, so.
Fair enough.
And I'll just kind of smile and walk towards the market.
And she has her sword in her scabbard, and she puts it on her shoulder as she walks with you.
I'm just gonna coyly also look at her and be like, Cleric of Thor sounded kind of good.
Yes, but Cleric of Talos sounds better, in my opinion.
I know Talos. He's kind of a bitch.
Well, I would like to bring up, you said that the more followers that someone has, the stronger they are, yeah?
Right.
Haven't heard from your brother in a while, yeah?
Right.
Wouldn't it be smart to give him all the help he can get?
No, he'll be fine. And I'll kind of smile and I'll let go of the cheekiness for a minute. If there's one person I know who I'm never worried about, it's Talos. He's more resourceful than any of us.
And she smiles and she goes, really like to meet him at some point. I mean, I met you.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to arrange that for you. So,
Just keep it in mind. For this whole thing, it's a favor now.
Oh, it's a okay.
It's a favor.
I wish I would have known that before.
Yeah. Me too. I wouldn't have helped you. Would have asked for more.
Well, here we are.
So, kind of what Alder and Thok saw. You're seeing more like jewels and exotic fruits and different things. And Valdana goes, this is more of the port stuff, the market stuff in the northern market. That's where you're gonna find like your swords, your weapons, your sorcerers, like all that magic stuff. That's where you're gonna want to go.
Is there like an aviary, or I'm looking for an aviary or a map maker?
Oh, map maker, make me a map. And she's looking, and she goes, I would think it would be in the more in the city, as opposed to the dock. But you know what? We're at the dock. There should be a cartographer at least around here. Yeah.
I mean, any of that would be great.
Go ahead and roll an investigation at advantage because she's looking with you.
16.
16. Eventually, you two are able to find a cartographer and a map maker. This is a curly brown-haired, light gray eyes, slightly stubbled. That looks like they have been shaving female dwarf. She's covered in different kind of leathers and scale mail, and she has all these different maps out, and she looks very cheerful as you guys kind of come in up to her little stand.
My lady.
Oh, my lord.
It's a pleasure. I've been admiring your map work as we were coming here. I've got just a couple of questions. I was wondering if you just had a large map of the this area and surrounding others.
Oh, like a map of the continent, or did you want a full map of the this side of the world?
I mean, if you've got the world, that would be super awesome. But I'll settle for the continent.
Well, I definitely do have a map of the island, of course, and she's going through like different pages, and she does have the map that you guys are very familiar with, where it's from Iron Hill to Flamingo Bay. And she goes, there's something like this. Yeah, this is the biggest one I have right now.
I don't think that it doesn't cover the space of land. It doesn't have what I'm looking for on
What you looking for?
I'm looking for a place, kind of just a little throwaway area, kind of a farming town. There's a road that goes through it. It's called Spear Way, and I'm just trying to find the distance from here to there. I have some friends that I'd like to get back to.
Spear Way. Well, I don't normally get off the island. I mean, there's the two continents. There's the Iron Continent, which is, of course, Valoria, and you have your metropolises and whatnot. And then there's the one to the west where the Iron Hill Mountain is, and the jail and the forest and the bog. I might be able to procure something, but it would take me some time.
I would greatly appreciate that. When you say some time, how long do you believe it would take?
Well,
we're only here for a day, maybe two.
2 days. Well, if you can get 2 days, I can attempt to make an entire continent. Do you know what the name of the town you're looking for is?
I'm looking for the village of Halgaror.
Halgaror. And that was more of a northern hemisphere, a southern hemisphere, tropical, cold, warm.
Definitely not tropical. It was, I'm going to say northern, because I don't actually know.
And what were the people like? Human, elf, dwarf?
Mostly human.
Mostly human. Okay. And then any other landmarks besides Spear Way?
There's the Two Pine Vineyard.
There's a vineyard, Two Pine. Okay.
The Serpent and Snake Tavern.
Serpent
Very
and
well known.
Snake. Okay.
And the Rosenton Farm.
Rosenton Farm. Well, first and foremost, any kind of vineyard is going to be in a more sustainable climate where it's going to be I would say where the soil is rocky, which you want for white wine grapes. This obviously is something that you can make for different kind of Chardonnay, champagnes, and whatnots. Usually the climate is a little bit cool with a more humid tinge in the air. That's really good for the grapes too. I'm boring you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful information.
No, you gave me wonderful information because that narrows things down.
Oh, perfect. How much would a map like that run?
How big we need the map to be?
I mean, as long as I can read it, I don't really care.
Okay. Well, and this is your home?
Yeah, it's my home away from home.
Home away from home. All right, cut your deal. I usually run 100 gold for it. Can you do 75 gold?
I can do 75 gold.
75 gold it is, Mr.
Donna.
Donna, 75 gold.
And I'll throw 80 gold down.
Thank you. I will definitely get this right away for you. Come meet me here in the morn.
Oh, perfect. Do you know of an aviary?
Aviary.
Anywhere near
I'm sorry, dear. Aviary?
birds? that
birds.
carry
Oh.
messages?
Oh, like a postage system, yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Usually that will be in the main town, main market. There should be a few different aviaries. Sorry, we don't really call them that here.
Oh,
Well, aviaries, obviously, I thought you meant maybe the colorful tropical birds that we have here as pets.
I already have a bird, and I'm going to pull out the silver raven. He's all the bird I can handle, and I'll just put it back in the
Very
bag.
pretty.
Yeah, and the other one too, and I'll pull out Penelope.
Penelope.
She's great, and I'll just put it back in the bag. Thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Oh, that's okay. It's Hamia, but you can just call me Mia.
Fantastic, Mia. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow morning.
Yes, of course, Mr. Donna. All right. Speaking of our other shoppers, where are you guys heading to, Thok Alder? What you guys doing?
We're looking for the club.
That's where Dremel's at. He's at the club.
I rent it out on the weekends. No, I think we're gonna start heading to the other side of town because that has a little bit more of what we're looking for.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Thok is in agreement on that. I mean, sorry, Brooke and not Ghost Manu.
You could just say Manu. It's fun.
No.
So you're going through these different boroughs, and you do see these kind of you see a lot of elves, but you also see a lot of tritons and half elves that seem to be bluer and paler in complexion to a regular elf. You would assume that these half elves are a cross between tritons and elf, which is something that's not usual in your neck of the woods, literally. But shun. But going through these different boroughs, everyone is fairly kind. The roads are very clean. It's just a really hustling, busy kind of area. And then while you get to the marketplace, everything has been fairly lit because you are in the daytime. But if you two could do me a favor, roll perception checks.
There it is.
20,
23.
22.
Okay, 23 and 22. So as you guys are kind of going through, you don't see where the point of origin is, but you see it's almost like pointing down. It's a beam of light that's kind of going through and cutting through the light. It's brighter, almost like a white light, and it is going into the market.
Like, is it coming like from the sky, or is it coming from like the ground? Like,
The point of origin is indiscernible.
is it like at an angle, or is it just like
It is
straight
at an
up?
angle. It looks like it is either pointing to something or towards something.
Huh.
So I mean, I know this is usually something that kind of goes with death, but you want to follow the light?
You know what? Old habits die hard. Why not?
I'm right here.
Not
You're
you.
also a ghost, but like not really.
I meant me.
So Manu kind of rolls his eyes, and you're kind of going through the market. The market is less crowded than the dock market, where here are actual businesses. You see different bathhouses. You see there is actually a barber, a tailor, and you follow this beam of light, and it looks like it almost curves in between an alley between a haberdashery and like a greenery.
I still follow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you follow it and you go into this alley. The alley is fairly dark, dimly lit, and you see that there are two pieces of plywood that are kind of standing up against each other, and there is another piece of wood that's kind of on top of it. And
Oh, God.
it doesn't look like it's like nailed in or anything, like it's loose. And
no.
on the front of it, there is a WYZRD kind of painted out. And there is a little bell that the light is pointing to.
Damn it.
Dare?
I ring the bell.
He's like,
It's
what are
been
you
a
talking
while.
about? What are we doing?
Just ring the bell.
And you ring the bell. Ding!
Ding.
And there's a moment that passes, and you're expecting either something to pop out or someone to come in, and you ding it again, and you ding it a third time, and then like you see someone like rushing over like in front of the haberdashery, and he looks like he was trying on hats. He's like, I'm coming, I'm sorry. And there is a blonde, very gangly looking gentleman. He has these very indented dimples, and he has a little name tag that says Jack on it. And on the name tag is a very short gnome, almost like a caricature, with blue and orange clothing, with a whistle around his neck, and almost like he has a skullet and a mustache, like he has a baby's head. And it looks like he's just kind of like pointing at you and winking. And the Jack gets behind the counter, and it just falls over. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he puts it back up, and he goes, "Hi, welcome to Wizard Steve's Bistow edition. Welcome to the island."
Is this the same guy that we met before?
It is not, but he sounds the same. There's a theme.
It's like Officer
Good.
Jenny.
Yeah, it's like Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy.
Well, good to see you, Jack. I believe it says.
Yes, it says it on my name tag.
Yeah, we did go to Wizard Steve Forest Edition not too long ago.
Oh, you went to Wizard Steve Forest Edition. Very interesting. How was that experience?
Memorable.
Mind
That's
opening.
pretty on
Yes.
brand.
So do you need our ID card number in order to get things this time around for our subscription?
You do. Yes, I do need your ID card so I can put them into the system and see what is prepared for you. I assume with your ID cards, you did join the You're Steve's Best Friend Forever Club, where you get a free gift a month.
That is, I believe, whether it be fortunately or unfortunately correct, yes.
I mean, you're braver men than I am.
I joined that club
So-
7 years ago.
Oh, no. Well, let's pop
Am I missing
those-
like 7 years worth of free gifts then?
I don't know if you have 7 years of free gifts. Don't push it. Or else
Damn.
actual
That's-
Wizard Steve is going to come, and I don't think you want that chaos.
Got 7 years to roll 3d6s.
Right.
So if you have those numbers, that would be great.
Yeah, it's 86880555259.
All right, Alder Linden, got it. And you?
Oh my god, please be a bag of rats.
8675309.
Yine.
I'm sorry, that looks like that's Jenny's number, not yours.
Oh, my bad. 308.
Go on.
7532.
I think he was implying 8675308.
308. Oh, let me put that in. Nope, that's Tommy Two Tones.
What an interesting name.
Right.
I don't remember my number.
That's unfortunate because I have it.
I will say you did not send it to all of us. I never got mine.
I told you what
No,
it
but
was.
he told us what it was.
And I
he
said you needed to write it down.
We needed to write it down, and if we didn't have it, we weren't going to get stuff.
But I asked you specifically to send it to me because I couldn't hear, and then I was waiting for it, and it never happened.
There's a video.
Okay.
You're not there.
I'm just saying.
Got his ass.
And Manu's like, you don't remember your ID number. You didn't like write it down, or you have so many fucking tattoos. You just didn't tattoo it on your forehead.
Is there a tattoo place here?
Probably. I mean, sailors, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And he's like, and you, Mister, and he's like, oh, I'm Ghost Manu.
Oh, you got the new name right.
And he's like, oh, Mr. Ghost Manu, do you have a card? And he goes, no, I'm just here for the experience. Very wise indeed. So, while Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name, sir.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Fuck.
No, talking to Ghost Manu. You.
Fuck.
Thok. Okay. Let's see if I can look through the directory here. I do have 3 Thoks. Is there any way you could show me some kind of identification and a second form of identification? Usually a driver's license and then like a major debit or credit card works.
I dropped the disguise self-illusion.
Okay. And he goes, that's very nice, but green isn't in the description.
Oh my god. Here, I'll just tell you what, how about I message your boss directly and tell him to give me back like what my number is.
Do that.
Do you want to talk to higher management?
I'll just call Steve myself. We're close friends, you see.
Yeah.
Best friends.
You have Wizard Steve's number?
I don't need his number. I could just call him directly.
And Jack just goes like this and kind of goes, okay. And Manu also crosses his arms and goes, you're going to call someone?
I'm going to cast
Lost
sending.
the number for?
I'm casting sending.
Okay. Who you
By
guys?
the way, if it's in a different plane of existence, there is a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
But I will send a message being like, hey, Wizard Steve. Long time no talk. Listen, ran into one of your remote locations. I forgot my ID number. Can you send it to me? That'd be great. How have you been?
Okay. There's a moment that passes, and you get in your head, you hear kind of like waiting music, but instead of actual music, it's just Wizard Steve going, do, 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 this is the whole music, da 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 da, go Mets, da 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 da, whole music, da 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 da. I'm sorry, Wizard Steve. He's not in at the moment. He will get your message, and he will respond within 2 to 3 business days. If you would like to visit Wizard Steve at Wizard Steve HQ, go Mets. You could go to 41 Seaver Way, Queens, New York, 11368.
Cool.
Also, hi, Thok.
Hi, Steve.
And it goes out.
Oh, the Seaver Way killed me.
Oh, because that's where City Field is.
That's where the Mets play.
See, City Field, Josh, is where the New York Mets play baseball.
Is that also where my number is? Because that's what I'm looking through right now.
In City Field?
Yeah. Can I go there and get the number?
Yeah, sure, man.
All right, cool.
All right, see you later. Drummel's going to New York.
In New York.
So while Thok is rustling and everyone's rustling for their card number, go ahead and roll a D100 for me there, Alder, as Jack is going to reach into his sack there.
Bag of rats, bag of rats, bag of rats. Please.
No whammies, no whammies, no
Bag
whammies.
of rat, bag of rat, bag of rat, bag of rat. Bang.
30.
Bang.
30. Okay. So he reaches through and he pulls out these very handsome looking cowboy boots. And he goes, these are ethereal striders. And he looks at the sole of the boot and he goes, as your move action, you can instead teleport. In order to teleport, choose how far you want to travel, then do an Arcana check. The DC equals 5 plus 1 for each 5 feet or 1 square traveled. If you do not succeed on the DC check, your teleport fails, has 3 charges, and refills charges every day at dawn.
All right.
I did. Are you
I
happy
did.
with this gift, or would you like me to check for a different one?
I mean, I was kind of hoping for some weaponry, but this is actually kind of cool.
Are you sure?
Or a bag of rats.
No, I'm sure I'll hang on to it.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully next time you get what you're also looking for, because you seem like you wanted a bag of rats. No, he says, well, that is your gift for now, and then that seems to be it at the moment. Next time you visit your Wizard Steve participator, you have to give me your punch card.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and reach into my sack and grab it out.
And it's the ID card, and he punches it, and it's just another Wizard Steve like cut out like. And there's one, of course, of him dabbing, but that's the last one. And it says when you get 10 punches, you get a free grinder, get a free hoagie, and 1 small drink.
What about a submarine sandwich?
You don't do submarine sandwiches here.
What about a hero?
You son of a bitch. You know this. You know this when you came to the island. Is there anything else, Doc? I will give it to you
Sorry, I'm still going through.
as a one-time fucking courtesy, you two. Never again. And I'm going to say them again, so then you can't go, I didn't write it down. Write it down. All right, Doc, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 8 0 6 7 2 2 0 9 2 9.
Got it.
Okay, Dremel.
Yeah.
1 2 5 8 1 5 5 9 5 8. Did you need yours?
Nope, got mine.
That's that. Maybe you know what? Alder, roll another D100 for me because you remembered to write down your Wizard Steve number.
You've never gave it to
42.
me.
Bag of rats, bag of rats, bag of rats.
42.
Yep.
That's bag of rats.
It's a
I haven't
rat
checked
bag?
yet. 42 is
Bag of rats.
awesome. Okay, so he reaches in and he goes, you know what? Sorry, that's Wizard Steve. He goes, you know
No,
what?
he's possessed.
And he goes, no. Jack goes, oh, actually, Mr. Alder, it does seem like there is a bonus gift here for you. So let me just reach in, and he pulls out it is essentially a Wizard Steve plushie. And he looks at the tag and he goes, this is a Wizard Steve doll. When the owner of this doll fails a 3rd death saving throw, the doll will die instead of the owner.
Whoa. Okay.
Are you happy with this gift, or would you like me to look for a different one? I think there's a bag of rats in here.
No, you can keep the bag of rats for now. Yes, I will gladly take this doll. He looks very lovable.
And when you hug him, he goes, how's it going, dude?
Now you hug him, he just goes, yeah.
He goes, yeah, you know, the diaper barge.
Get me back. Crack
Go
it
nuts.
for me.
All right, Thok, you're able to pull out your punch card, and Manu's like, I can't believe you forgot what the number was. Thok, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Try to remember this number.
You wrote it down, right?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
You're gonna lose it.
64.
64.
I'm still going through my notes, just letting you know. I'm like, I wrote it down somewhere. I don't.
Is it a bag of rats?
It's not. It's something that Dremel is definitely gonna want. And he goes in and he pulls out this very small little bag, and it looks like there's oregano in it. And he goes, "This is just peyote."
Peyote.
Yeah, it's a drug. When ingested, it's hallucinogenic mushroom that restores one spell slot, but causes the user to hallucinate a random effect from the D100 table for 1d4 hours.
Oh God, that's a lot of information to write down.
Josh wants it so bad.
I want it so bad.
Peyote, peyote, peyote. I want to
those
go in the
drugs.
desert and just do peyote like the Mansons. Let's go kill some celebrities.
For the CIA.
What?
Hmm?
When ingested, what?
When ingested, this hallucinogenic mushroom restores one spell slot, but will cause the user to hallucinate a random effect from the D100 table for 1d4 hours.
It's not worth it.
Yes,
it
it
back.
is.
Send it back.
And Manu's like, I mean, are you fun enough to do drugs?
You don't know my life.
I do. I've been in your head for quite some time, and I can see a lot of different things. By the way, wetting the bed until 12.
Again, you don't know my life.
I literally saw you piss yourself like since you were 12.
Shut up. Most kids do it, okay? Leave me alone.
And Jack goes, "Are you happy with this gift, sir? Or would you like to look for another?"
I'm happy with this gift.
Okay, that is one peyote, and I'll take your punch card. And when you get 10, you get one free sub sandwich. And a small drink. And a bag of baked Lay's chips. Whatever that is, you
Never
know?
heard of those.
And neither have I. They sound disappointing.
Have these been punched yet?
Yeah, they had a previous punch for the Forest Edition. Which is just Wizard Steve with binoculars and a safari hat, like a pith helmet.
It's a pith helmet.
Even though that should have been Jungle Steve, but he doesn't know what the fucking forest is.
Jungle Steve.
All right. Got it.
So you got 2 punches. Alder has 3 punches. All right. We'll go back to the bloody hammer.
Oh, this
So
guy.
what you been doing for the past like hour and a half?
Well, I would have talked to those people because I think one of them was a lady, right? Lady Elf.
Right.
So
There is
what-
a lady.
I would have talked to the group, seen what they knew about Calcio Valoria, if they were interested in making a team, and then from there, it depends on their reaction.
So the one female, she kind of cold shoulders you for a bit. You are able to round, I would say, you said you need 10 max.
Yeah, it's 10v10 teams.
Okay. So you actually do get 10 on the nose of different kind of people who are like, yeah, I mean, we're doing it here, or we're going to form a league. What are we doing?
Now, the Valoria Valorants have been the dominant team for I don't know how long. Too long, that's what I say. And I think that us, the 10 of us, can take over. I think that they are bloated. I think that they are too comfy in their ivory towers, and that the 10 of us can usurp them. Now, what I want, what I think we all want, is money, glory, and whatever partners we like. Are you with me? And I'll wait for I throw my fist up as like to start it off.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 23.
And they cheer with you. They're pretty. They're like, yeah, fuck Valoria.
Now,
And
It's 10 people. It's not quite that loud.
So what were you gonna say, Drummond?
Just meta real quick. 3 weeks is when we're trying to be there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now in 3 weeks' time, I will be in Valoria, and I would like to see every single one of your faces there for us to usurp the Valoria Valorants. Now I can't do it alone. I need you, elf with a short sword, who's athletic and tough. You, the human male, who's wearing a bunch of pelts. And, of course, I need you, the ranger, with copper balding hair and a flat nose because it looks like you've been punched a lot. You're going to be on the front lines. And I can't do it alone. That's right. I need all of you because together we are strong. Now, where are you from, elf lady?
So the elf lady puts her hood up, and there is one gnome who's standing on his chair that has his arm up, but it's not very high because he's a gnome. But he's like,
As high as I can.
I can't get higher than this.
Just you wait.
Hi, Schmegbula from the forest. I have a question. Isn't it true that we have to go through at least a minor league before we can go to a major league like Valoria?
Not if we prove ourselves.
Well, isn't it also true that we have to join the major league of Valoria Calcio? I don't know how to say
Calcio.
So we have to join the major league of Calcio and go through other different brackets, say like the Jessix Desert Roses, the different swamp, the Bloodmoors. I know they have a team. Why do we go straight for Valoria? Can we do that?
Now, Schmegula, normally you would be right. But it just so happens that in 3 weeks' time, there's going to be a free-for-all tournament. A walk on the field and see what you can do. Now, I can't do it by myself. Schmegula, I need you and your tiny little arms to sneak through the strength, the wall that is the Valoria Valorants. Score a goal for us. I cannot promise you victory. That is dependent on our teamwork and our cohesion. But what I can promise you is excitement, honor, and a little bit of fun. I like drugs, guys. Now, it has been quite a while since I have led a team. What I'd like to say is let's go to the fighting pits, get a little practice going on. How do you feel?
And everyone's like, yeah, it sounds pretty good. Yeah. Everyone kind of agrees, and Schmebgula is like, well, if you need a towel boy or a water boy, I'm more than happy to do that. Is there like something we have to sign, or we have to put anything for uniforms? Is there a fee? Are we going to get orange slices?
Oh my God,
water
yes,
on the
yes,
sideline?
I can give you orange slices. Just chill out, man. All right? Things are all
I
going to
just
work
have a
out.
lot of questions. There's a lot of rules that go into these things, and I want to make sure we're all insured.
I don't think insurance exists in this on this continent.
No, it definitely does. I have this one with the duck on it.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck. Now,
Yeah, that flag.
Affleck. All right, don't worry. As your leader, I will handle everything. Now, what I do need is I need everyone to sign this piece of paper saying that you're on my team with your first, last name, mother's maiden name, and social, and I can get y'all signed up. I'll get us all signed up. So I pull out this paper that I have prefabricated, and I ask everyone to sign it. And
Go
I place
ahead
it
and
on the
roll a
table.
deception check to see how good the prefabrication is.
All right. Come on, deception. It is a 22.
It looks very good. What are the details of the document?
First name, last name,
Yeah.
nickname,
Yeah.
mother's maiden name.
Yep.
Last four of social, but it just says social. So if they give me everything, that's great.
Yep.
Favorite snack, any allergies, and whatever Pat just whispered.
Jersey number.
Yeah, jersey number.
I'm assuming you probably already put our names on it as well.
Oh, I mean, I need your actual signatures, but yes, they are already on there.
Okay. So while you're kind of doing that, the hooded elf woman kind of takes you by the wrist and she goes, "Do you think that's really a smart idea of doing all of this?"
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, considering there is a bounty on your head.
I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about.
There aren't a lot of blue cow people walking around. Would you please have a seat with me?
I'm blue? And I look super shocked as I sit down.
And she goes, "Dabba dee dabba die."
Yes, exactly. You understand.
It's not. I'm just saying, it may not be the smartest thing to go to Valoria proclaiming that you are a sports team.
Well, why would a full-on criminal be making a sports team?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking
Well,
you.
clearly it's not happening then, because that would be stupid. Use your head, kid.
I'm going to ignore that because I think you genuinely didn't think of any of that.
I think of everything and nothing all at the same time. I experience time as a single moment.
There are 2 bounties on your head.
Oh shit, there's I mean, what are you talking about?
There's one that was originally put by Brit Stoneboard that went to the Demon Boars. When the Demon Boars could not do their job, they put up free reign for any bounty hunter that could come across the 4 of you. And I'm assuming you didn't come alone unless you killed your friends.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like whoever has these bounties is probably super strong and smart and probably very attractive.
6 at best.
That's a 6 out of 6 scale, right?
10. And the
10
second
is after
bounty, 10 is after 7, 8, and 9. Anyway, second bounty is specifically for the Demon Boars, which I have a personal vendetta against, hence me knowing all of this and researching and seeing, oh, there's a big fucking blue guy, and remember reading about that.
Well, it sounds like you hate these Demon Boards. Was that the name?
Yes.
Yeah, the Demon Boards. Well, I personally am not a fan of boards. I don't think that a group of people should be telling us how to live or make certain decisions about my life. So I also hate these Demon Board. And I think we can fight them together, provided you will be on my Calcio Valoria team.
I'm not going to join your stupid fucking sports team.
Why? You look strong as fuck.
I am strong as fuck, but I'm not going to be going with a man that has a price on his fucking head.
I do not know what you're talking about, but it sounds like you hate the Demon Boars. The Demon Board. And if they're going to be coming after me because they think that I'm someone I'm not, maybe you want to come with me, kill him yourself.
No, they're full guilds. That kind of destruction would have to only solely come from inside, and I don't think this is the way I would be doing it.
Well, what way do you think you'll be doing it?
Any kind of infiltration. I possibly have an inn with 2 members that are on the island.
Do you now?
Possibly.
Now, what members are those?
There's like this short person and then an incredibly tall person.
Do they have names?
They do, but they're not really. When you're part of the Demon Boys, you don't really give a name. It's more like aliases or to give someone your full name, they would have to be very confident because names carry magic and power. But, I mean, you can look for a specific symbol on any side of a building and you might be able to find them.
Hold on. Okay. Now, if you already have an inn, it sounds like you're just kind of scratching the surface. Wouldn't it be in your favor to know where the person that they're coming after is going? And not only know where they're going, but to have an intimate relationship with them by being a part of their Calcio Valoria team.
Well, considering you announced amongst the entire bar that you would be in Valoria in 3 days, I don't really need to join the team, do I?
You do if you want to be close. Who knows if I'm telling the truth? You know, I am a pretend wanted man.
God.
And she looks at you and she goes, I will discuss it with our confidants.
Fantastic. Would they like to join the team as well? It's good if we have a fair amount of reserves.
They most likely would not at the tournament. But that's besides the point. They also would like to see the Demon Boys crumble from the inside. That is why they're willing to do this for me.
Fantastic. Now you talk with them and find me here.
You're going to stay here the whole time?
No, but if you stay here long enough, eventually I will be back.
And she leans back and she goes, you're the stupidest criminal I've ever met.
Not a criminal, not stupid.
The both of those statements are not true.
Yeah, prove it. Got him. Science.
And you put your arms up, you're like, science! So, as this is going on, Donner, what are you doing with Valdana?
I would be walking to the other marketplace just to try and send. I'm going to try and send a letter to the shop where they made my ring of protection, and just let them know to send it to Valoria, and have it sent to one of the shops in the area.
Okay. For ring. And you lose about 5 copper. Nothing too crazy for postage.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That is a 14.
14. You also see the massive beam of light in this marketplace. And Valdana looks at you and she goes, what? Oh, that's weird.
It's not weird. I've seen it before. And I'll start walking towards it, and I'm just going to look at her and say, stay close.
Why is this a god thing?
No, I don't know. I've not met the guy yet, but he's apparently very powerful, so.
Oh, shit. Maybe we should be worshipping him.
It's not Dremel.
I didn't
Just
say
saying,
journal.
I did. Worship me.
It's going to be an experience, I can promise you that.
Okay.
I'll walk towards the light.
So you walk towards the light. You do see the stand. Jack is currently behind it, eating a sandwich, and it's getting like all over his face. And he's like, "Ooh, sure." That's it. Wipes like mustard, but it's just staining his skin.
Is that your 10th punch sandwich?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely, that was my 10th punch sandwich. Oh, you're part of the club. Welcome. And he's like, you just see blobs of mustard. He's just like, welcome to Wizard Steve's Island Edition.
Oh, Island Bistow? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are other islands.
Yeah, no. Did Wizard Steve, have anything for me?
Well, I can check the directory. Do you have your number?
Yeah, it's 331-740-1862.
Oh, Mr. Donner, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Let me go
Jack.
reach.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That is what my name tag says.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, we don't really pick them up, but I appreciate it. Go
Got
go
your name
ahead.
on it, not someone else's.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
20.
20.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at 20. Baggerats, baggerats.
Baggerats.
Bangarang.
No, that other character.
And he pulls out this hooded cloak. It looks like it's made from various patches of leather and has a belt fastened to the front. He goes, this is a cloak of the Nord. It generates heat on the wearer if blown upon by the wind. Essentially, this was made as a gift for lovers so that they could travel the mountain ranges without worrying about freezing. It also gives resistance against cold damage.
Oh. That's
Are you happy with this gift, or would you like me to look for another?
I'm not gonna be traveling with a lover, but I would let's bag it up, I guess.
Oh, so you would like it to try a different prize?
No,
You take it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just said so.
Sorry, Jack. I didn't mean to be.
He puts it in parchment paper, and you have that. And he goes, it does look like you do have another gift in the directory here. If you would like to roll another D100 for me.
66. Oh wait, I'm sorry, 99.
99?
The dot's on the bottom.
Oof. Okay, let's see what 99 does.
2 bag of rats.
A double bag of rats, please.
He looks in and he pulls out this very handsome vest. It is a small leather vest. It looks like it would fit Valdana. This is the Vest of Buoyancy. It is enchanted to magically float when exposed to water. It was commissioned by a noble after his daughter almost drowned in the estate fish pond.
Can we try? I'll look at Val. Do you like that? Is that something you would be able to use? I don't.
She looks at it and she goes, it's really ugly, isn't it?
Yeah, put it back. I'd like to go again.
Yeah, all right.
You can go twice.
71.
71. Okay. Okay. He pulls out this very small ring and he goes, this is the ring of the grammarian. Once a week, the wearer of this ring can alter one letter of one item in an enemy's equipment to alter its appearance and function. The effect is determined by the DM, but with the ring bearer's intentions taken into account. So it won't work exactly like you might want it to, but it could do some damage.
Okay. Yeah, that would be lovely. I'll take that.
Okay. There you go. And he punches your card 3 times, and he goes, thank you so much for visiting Wizard Steve's Island Edition. Would the lady like to be a new member? And
Like to be a new member.
I don't have to worship him, do I?
You have to be his best friend for life, so it's kind of like that.
That's a big commitment, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not met him yet though, so I've just gotten free stuff from him. So I would say he's my best friend.
And Jack's like, oh man, Wizard Steve would really, really like to hear that. So that's good. Yes. And Valdana goes, you know what? The next Wizard Steves I run into, I will say that I met a very lovely gentleman named Jack, and he recommended me to sign up. But unfortunately, I didn't have any time at the moment. But I'll make sure you get credit for it. As Valdana's like, all right, let's fucking go.
Okay, let's fucking go. We're gonna go look for the fighting pit.
And Jack kind of thumbs up, and he's like, all right, cool.
Thank you, Jack.
Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Donner. And you see him, and he goes back. Oh, his sandwich. So, I will say, as you're kind of walking and meandering about, you and Valdana run into Alder and Thok, which I would assume Alder and Thok you would be looking, or like window shopping, looking for the armorer, something of that nature. Their assessment.
Oh, hi.
That's correct, yep. So, did you find Wizard Steve's?
Oh yeah, I found Jack. He was covered in mustard.
Yeah, I think it's something called... I think he had mentioned that before we walked away. Something called a blimpy.
Oh, he didn't say that time. He just had like a bunch of ham and like lettuce in his mouth, so I didn't know. Kind of didn't want to talk to him.
Understood. Well,
We should probably let Dremel know that he's here.
I mean, we're going to be meeting up later. I have to meet a guy about some berries right before we meet up at the Bloody Hammer. But I mean, if you want to message him now, we can do that.
I'm gonna come back into town for tomorrow morning. Or is your thing
Good.
tonight?
My thing is tonight, so it's literally like right before we meet at the Bloody Hammer, since they're right by the market. I just need to stop by and go pick up some berries that he's grabbing for me.
Great. I'm gonna try and beat someone up and gain some followers in the fighting pit.
Oh, that sounds fun. You mind if I?
Can we use magic in the fighting pit?
I have no idea.
Do you mind if I follow you? Like,
If
tag
I was gonna
along?
say, go ahead. I'll meet you guys over there. If I can use magic, I'm interested. But if I can't, I'll just watch.
And Manu looks over at Alder. He's like, "Do you want some company going to get your berries?"
Yeah, sure. I mean, I want to kind of stop by one of these weaponry places as well. So while we're still waiting for the berries to be ready.
Sure. No offense, darling, but we do have to have some time apart.
Yeah. You know what? Longing makes the heart grow
go
fond.
So I've heard.
Donna, do you mind if I come with?
Oh no, come along. I don't fucking care.
Worst case scenario, I just got a rematch with you. Like, Your Majesty, I bow.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, Your Majesty. And Val goes, Your Majesty.
I fucking hate all of you.
I'm
then
just
I'll be
giving you
like-
fuel for like the fighting pit.
Announcing now, King Thor.
Almighty fall under his hammer.
Louder.
was gonna
All
say,
they fall under his mighty hammer. And then Manu
I'll-
goes, the
I'll-
hammer is his penis.
Peña.
The hammer is mighty.
I'm just fucking with you. All right, let's go beat up some people. And
You think he really calls it that?
as
So,
okay, I was gonna message Dremel.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna send him a message saying, "Hey, Wizard Steve has a stand here in the market that's on the
North side.
no, is it north or
North market.
west? The North Market in town. Remember your card number. Get free shit. See you later."
I got POD.
That's it.
Okay. So, Drem, you are in the middle of this conversation with this female elf when you get Foxhead in your brain going, hey, there's a Wizard Steve's here. Just don't forget your number. You'll get free stuff.
And then, if the elf lady is still talking, I kind of put my hand up and I say, hold on. Fuck yeah. I have it written down. I hope I get that damn bag of rats. You are on my Calcio Valoria team by the... And then I think that ends.
Bye. So,
Bye.
fuck,
No,
you got
you
all that. And by proxy, Manu also gets that and looks at you.
Huh.
He's forming a Calcio team?
Calcio.
Yeah, you're on the team too, by the way.
Bring
We'll
your
see how
copy.
that
Yeah.
plays out.
I'll be goalie.
Fuck you.
Okay. So, while you guys walk towards the fighting pits, Drem, are you going for Wizard Steve's now, or are you staying with the elf woman for a bit longer? I want to make sure we get to you before 11 hits.
Yeah, I would corral the new Calcio Valoria team toward and say, hey, everyone, let's go to the fighting pits, because I already brought that up. So
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go punch some people in the face, mainly each other.
Yeah. Maybe we can punch that giant in the face.
Yeah, what giant?
The champion, the stone giant.
Yeah, let's punch him in the face. He's different than us.
Well, I wouldn't punch him because he's different. I mean,
No, it's too
That
late.
seems
You
kinda
said it. You're
cruel.
punching him because he's different, and you don't
no,
like him
I'm
for his
punching him because
race.
he's champion. I just want to make him. It'd be cool if I was champion,
Look, it looks like you're flailing a little bit. It's okay. Everyone has.
I mean, you're
racial
saying
tendencies.
I'm racist when I just said what?
You said you want to punch someone in the face. Why else would you want to do that? Anyway,
I didn't
don't
even
worry
say
about it.
that.
Don't worry about it. You can grow. That's what this team is about. It's about growing as people. So let's go. Let's go punch that life form in the face. That's right. I don't see race.
Didn't you? And Smegula goes, didn't you call me Nomi Gnome like earlier?
Yeah, but that's because that's what you told me you wanted to be called.
I never said those words. You also called me short round, half pint, little
Yeah, you said it with your eyes, though.
little foot,
Little foot, big foot.
my little sugar packet. That one was specific.
Well, yeah, look, you'll learn to love it. Let's go. Water boy.
You used my job title.
/ accountant.
/ Oh, I can handle I could do so much good. Fuck you, Mom. You didn't think I'd amount to anything. I'm water boy.
For a professional sports team.
For our professional sports team. All of a sudden, he's just fucking John Mulaney.
Yeah. Or Absidy.
Father,
They
can
are
I have
not.
a money clip with $50 in it?
You want it? Go get it.
Go fetch.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, so on the way, knowing what Doc said and then seeing the beam of light, I would say, all right, y'all move ahead. Wait out there. I'll be there 10 minutes behind you. And I would detour to get my special treat.
Okay.
You see the Wizard Steve stand, and you see Jack. He's currently playing with the paddle ball, and he's just kind of like, oh, hey. And you see it hits him in the head, and it hits him in the eye. He's like, oh, geez, my eye. And then he looks down, and he's like, oh, and he stepped on my muffin, and my eye, and oh.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot going on right now. Should I
Welcome
come
to Wizard
back?
Steve's Island edition. No, you're fine. Is my eye okay? And you see it's like starting to swell, and it's like tearing, and he's like,
Oh yeah, I mean it looks like a beautiful fucking hill. So I know what this means. I know you have stuff for me. Can I have it?
of course, let me look through the directory. Do you have your number?
Miraculously, I do. And I pull out my journal and I look in it and I say, let's see here. We got a 1, 2, 5, 8, 1, 5, 5, 9, 5, 8.
Okay, Mr. Dremel. Yes, it does look like we do have one gift for you. If you would like to roll a D100 for me.
Sure would. 84.
84.
Bag of rats, bag of rats, bag of rats, bag of rats.
Bag of peyote, bag of peyote, bag.
Drugs, 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 drugs.
And he pulls out a leather tabard, and it looks like it's made out of orc skin. He reads the back and he goes, "This is the tabard of rage. The wearer of it is able to use rage once per day. Legend tells the friendship between an elf ranger and an orc barbarian whose tribe had strange funerary rites. When the orc was struck down, with his final words, he requested that he be turned into a tabard so he could protect his friend once more."
What was his name?
Oh, it doesn't say on here, but it does say made in China.
Made in China. Can you make up a name? I feel much more connected to my items if I know their history.
Well, first, are you happy with this gift, or would you like me to find another?
Real quick.
Yep.
Can I? So that just means I can rage
You would be able to rage once per day,
per day.
but you wouldn't be able to use spells.
Right. So no spells, and then just like okay. Like I got enough anger on my own. In fact, if you don't pull out a better item, I might punch you. So
Well, I mean, I can't really help that, sir. It's kind of up to you.
look, you are the master of your own domain. You don't answer to anybody except my best friend, Wizard Steve.
That is true. He is your best friend. Well, let's put this back in. Go ahead and roll another D100.
11.
11. Let's scroll all the way up on this list. Okay. And he pulls out a finely crafted dark leather belt with 3 loops, each decorated with a shard of sapphire. He goes, "This is a belt of returning. Magic belt that leaves an invisible mark on the surface of the weapon stowed in each of the loops. So 3. And invisibly inscribes them with the name of the item on the sapphire shard. 3 one-handed weapons with the thrown property can't be attuned to the belt. When a weapon from the belt is thrown at an object or creature, hit or miss, the weapon will return to the belt at the end of your turn.
All right. So, again, to DM, the only stipulation is that it can't be a thrown weapon?
It looks like it says 3 one-handed weapons with the thrown property can be attuned. I'm sorry.
Oh, only with. Okay.
Only with the thrown property. So like hand axes can be used, like daggers, like little things.
All right. All right. Now, I know I have this punch card. Do you punch it every time you pull out an item?
No. When you take one home.
Well, that seems different than what happened to Donner.
Well, Donner got 2 gifts.
Got 2?
Yeah.
But he got 3 punches.
He had a previous punch. You already have 1 punch on your card.
Oh, all right. That makes sense now. Okay. I understand the system.
Shittiot.
Shittiot. Let me real quick look at my thrown weapons. All of them. Perfect. Yes, this is fantastic. I would love this very much. You're smart and pretty.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You flatter me, sir. And he punches your card, and you have a belt of returning. So just write those down, and then I will send out the descriptions for the items for you guys.
I'm gonna have to rewatch because I forgot the first item.
Great. Anyway, anything else you're doing before we wrap it up and get to the fighting pits?
I'd like to see if he follows any sort of guide.
Oh, you're gonna ask him if he follows God? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily I'm a religious person. Like God could be like anything. He could be like a table or a spoon or a breeze in the wind.
Or a belt of returning. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he could be anything,
Well, what about sports? You watch any sports?
I mean, we watch the occasional sports game, yeah.
Well, if you don't follow a certain god, I'm not going to try to push myself on you. But I do have a Calcio Valoria team that I sure would love you to watch and support.
What's the name of your team?
TBD.
What's TBD?
I don't know. I'm just using words I don't understand.
Oh. Dan.
Oh, that's a good one too, yeah.
When are you playing?
Well, our first game's going to be in 3 weeks. First practice is going to be in about, and I look at my fake watch, 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Well, I mean, I guess I can close up early and watch.
Oh, Siri got confused. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, did it? Because you said watch?
Shut up, Siri. I got to stop saying that name.
Anyway.
Yeah,
So,
come check us out. See if you like us. If you have a good idea for a name, happy to hear it. All about that fan inclusion.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll see if I can write some stuff down.
So I can count you as one of our followers.
I mean, I haven't seen the team play yet, so I wouldn't
fantastic.
necessarily
You're one of us now. Awesome. All right. Well, I'll see you at the practice and hopefully at the game too.
Hey, I mean, maybe I could do a transfer in on the Wizards team on Valoria.
Ha! Fantastic. All right. Cool. Good to see you, Jack.
Yeah, that's what it says on my name tag.
All right then. All right.
Okay, cool. So, as we kind of end things, Donner, and I'm gonna assume Thok, you're also entering the tournament. We're gonna do a fucking tournament of power next episode.
Tournament.
Fucking Yu Yu Hakusho.
Dragon of the Darkness Flame.
Valdana is also gonna enter into the tournament.
Brock is gonna be so mad at me if you get hurt.
Brock is in here. Actually, Brock is right there. Hey, Brock. And she looks at you, Thok. Is it okay if I fight in this thing?
It's not. That's not the Brock
You're muted,
I was
Carlos.
talking about.
Yeah, go for it.
See, he said it's okay, so I
That's
mean,
you know.
Woo! Yes, it's Valdana, Valanda.
Would we get confirmation if magic can be used, or is it strictly just like fighting?
There is a magic section, but that is a different tournament. This is a fighting
So-
tournament. So you
I
can join the
can't
Magic
do it.
tournament.
Weapons or
There's-
non-weapons?
I haven't decided yet, so I'll let you know.
10-4.
But just make sure you bring your swamp deck because you're doing a Magic tournament.
I was gonna
Uh,
say I'm bringing my swamp dick.
And with that, as we now have Valdana, Donner, and Thok entering a tournament of power on the island of Bistow, while Dremel is trying to get his Calcio team to
Calcio.
Calcio.
Or
Fucking
Calcio.
his-
Sorry.
his Italian UFC rugby team together for their first practice, while Alder and Manu go out into the market to get holly berries while the ship is being repaired. And with that, I will end tonight.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. We appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Josh, would you like to read some names in the chat?
Yes, super duper. Big shout out to Devlin07, Fee Arms 1, Iron Arms, FE Arms 1, whatever. Thank you for watching. Feet, Gandalf the Babe, and Lurks.
Dope.
Love you
Thanks,
all.
guys. We'll see you back here next week.
Take care.
Yeet, yeet.